she and I worked for 4 years, as you say, together. The purpose of her writing this book, the real motivator for her, was not to make a list of names, but to help victims of sexual abuse of all kinds, not just Maxwell and Epstein, but anyone who's been coerced into a sexual situation they didn't want to be in, male or female. She wanted those people to feel less alone. She wanted them to understand that she knew their suffering and their continued shame because she felt it every day, and it made it hard for her to get up in the morning some days. So that was her motivation. And we worked hard to portray her as a woman in full, as not just a person who had had terrible things done to her, although she definitely did, but somebody who escaped from that horrible world and after being trafficked to dozens of men, potentially dozens, and then becomes a mother and is open-hearted and learns to trust again, and then decides when she has her own daughter that she needs to make the world a better place, not just for her kids, but for all of our kids. And she does so. She advocates, she steps forward. She never stopped talking about who she'd been trafficked to. She was threatened. She had death threats against her life, credible death threats. The FBI calls her at one point while she's living in Australia and says, "We have a credible death